I painted this fan art of Shalani Nahara Carjaval from Trail of a Single Tear from Gazillion Series 3, written by Vintra Canner. I first did a not-so-detailed line art. I only drew in one layer since it won't be needed for later. It's up to you on how you do your line art though. Then, after I got satisfied with my line art, I started putting gray colors to balance my lighting. My background is lighter, so the girl have darker gray than the background, because the more closer to the camera, the darker it gets. That's my understanding though. It depends on the lighting. You can use reference to have better lighting. I divided my painting into 3 folders. One is for the canvas, second is for the girl, and last folder is for the background. As you can see, I'm doing the background first. I just observed this on other artists. Because doing the background first helps you know the environment of your character. I use the filter tool hue saturation and lightness for coloring the pillars. I also use the color balance filter tool to balance the colors. After I put some details on the background, I now did the girl's details such as lighting and her overall structure. I separated her hair, dress and right arm to put them on the upper layers so they won't get covered by the hair. I am also lowering the line art's opacity to clearly see my render so far. More rendering. You see, I already removed the line art and already colored her dress. I colored her skin using the hue, saturation and lightness again. After doing it, I would create new layer to revive her skin color and would adjust few adjustments on her face, putting more details on the background, so it won't be hard to imagine her environment's interaction to her skin. Also, don't be scared to put saturated colors on your art. Just make sure you blend it well. Don't overdo it though. I am also adding some secondary light to make sure the environment is still interacting with her, even though it's not seen. Small details is also important, but we should focus on what is seen mostly by the people. Let's not waste our time focusing on very small details. For now, I am rendering and adjusting, putting more saturated colors to make her look alive. I'm also adjusting the main lighting, secondary lighting and reflective lights using the colors. I drew the canvas in front view, so I will just adjust it in perspective. It's much more easier for me to paint that canvas that way. I now adjust using liquify tool, but quick reminder not to overuse it. I use airbrush for blending what is needed to be blended. I am also letting the muted colors stay, since I observed other artists I follow have some muted colors on their art. But don't put too much muted colors. It might make your art look like a zombie. Here, I am now doing the window. I used a symmetrical ruler to do those flowery patterns. I colored it and lowered the opacity of those colors to make it look like a seesaw colored window. As you can also see, the tiles is shiny and it should reflect the background. It looked super clear and clean like a water because I forgot to focus on that detail. Forgot to add even a little texture and now it looked so clean. The pink and green contrasts each other so they combine well. Now, let's add the accessories. I only used dots on her with different color and it looked okay. I also put some not so saturated and dark color of skin to put shadows that her accessories are casting. After this, you can now enjoy the final result. Thank you for watching, guys.